So my sketchy eBay purchase has arrived. I purchased, I think, a GPD Win 3. So we're gonna have a look at it in another super cool unboxing. Alright, I'm Mike. Welcome to Mike Text It Out, and we're gonna have a look at this questionable eBay purchase. Everything's questionable, including how loosely this is packaged. So hopefully this is just a box within a box, and that box has better packaging because this is pretty loose. So let's get this out of the USPS box. And no. So here is the case that has some white stuff on it and some crumbs inside of it. This actually came with the optional dock. So here is the dock. That's also dusty. It has this little plastic insert. There's that. All this stuff needs to be cleaned off. I feel dirty just touching this stuff. Then in this box is the actual console. So let's see how badly this is packaged. Okay, so I guess these are some additional thumbsticks. Are these the thumbsticks? Oh no, those are the thumbsticks. At least he took them off. Here is some QR code thing. I don't know what that is. Screen protector, accessories. So at least it was shipped in this packaging, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I made a regrettable purchase on eBay. And by that, I mean, I purchased from a seller that hadn't sold in a very long time. And so it was a real hassle to get this thing. First of all, I didn't want to ship it because his PayPal account wasn't set up to receive money because he hadn't shipped in a long time. So he wanted to make until the money was in his account, then didn't communicate with me at all. And then finally, after having to message him several times, I was like, look, either ship it or give my money back. And he finally shipped it. So here it is. This is the Win 3. So this is the first time, of course, I've held one of these in person. Let me go ahead and pop these thumbsticks on. The controls feel pretty solid. I can tell this wasn't used very much. The screen is in really good condition. This whole thing just needs to be cleaned. I don't like how loose these triggers are, but I think that's just the device. This right one, especially, it's not great. Figure if you sell something on eBay that you would at least make sure to clean it before you ship it out. Pro tip for anybody selling on eBay. Well, let's, I guess, make sure this at least powers on. So this has a switch. I guess you can switch it between a mouse control and a controller setting. I don't know where the power button is on this thing. Oh, here it is at the top, which makes sense. Okay, so powering on, that's a good sign at least. Okay, and we are loading up into Windows. Yeah, this thing is quite heavy. Let me grab my Switch really quick. So yeah, the Switch is bigger in comparison, at least by width. Of course, the Switch has a bigger screen, especially the Switch OLED, but this feels like it's overall heavier. The thumbsticks on the Switch definitely feel better. I do like the buttons and the D-pad on, well, this doesn't really have a real D-pad, but the buttons and the D-pad on the GPD Win are a lot better.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
Oh God, Cortana.
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
The speakers work.
Use your, if you need it.
Whew. Okay, so yes, this is the Core i5 model that has the 11th gen Core i5, 16 gigs of RAM, and 1 terabyte SSD. And right now, this came preloaded with Windows 10. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go through this setup. Hardware first impressions though, this is kind of a weird thing. Like, these triggers are really bad, especially this right one. I don't feel comfortable about the longevity of this device, to be honest, with these triggers. But the D-pad and the buttons feel good. The analog sticks, I don't know why they're so, like, they just come off so easily. But yeah, that's a thing that happens. I don't know if this is normal for this device. I've heard something about sketchy build quality with these things, so it could just be the norm for this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up. I'll be back next week with a first impression video to try to run some games. I don't think I'll have enough time this week to really fully install Windows and get this tested out with all the games that I want. to say if this is actually worth it as a Windows alternative to the Steam Deck, because as we know, the Steam Deck doesn't do super well with Windows. The reason I picked this, honestly, is just because the GPD Win has been around a lot longer than any of the other handhelds on the market, so there's a lot more in the used market than there are like the Neo or the One X player. So this is why I landed on this particular device. So I'm gonna have my look at it, and then I'll also reveal the embarrassing price that I paid for it. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and always do at least 2 things at the same time. Peace.